What is going on, everybody? This is Booty Sweat, aka Drew Skies, and I am back again with some more Vegito. This is from the same night as the last one. You can see me just here doing some more combos. Trying to really get some practice in with this guy. Now, this particular set of matches that I had in this video, you see this first set of matches, the lag was insane, guys. So don't let it lie to you. Don't believe its lies. It says 4 or 5 frames. It felt like it was freaking 10 frames the whole time. For real. You can see I'm just trying to play some defense here. That's all I can do because I can't really get throughout this match much to work correctly. No, I just dropped that one. That was my own fault. But, you know, I don't want to take away from this guy. He was actually a decent player. I just felt like I could have beat him if it weren't for certain things dropping. But that's the last time I'll mention that. I'm not going to be one of those guys that complains about lag constantly. So he's getting the better of my Vegito with his Vegito. Now, something that's interesting about that is that combo you saw him just do where he ended with the level 1, I'm not so sure about that. I don't know. It doesn't seem to do enough damage to justify using the meter. But I know it's kind of tricky to get other things going with Vegito. Sometimes you just got to do it. So I'm about to show him this Goku again, just like I've been doing. At least I think. I don't really remember, but. He's got good defense right there. This guy is some of the better defensive guys that I've played so far. For sure. Right there, I know I pressed for Super to come out, and it just did not. So that was just an example of, well, I said I wasn't going to mention it anymore, so I'll come off it. But you guys know what I'm about to say. Sometimes it was just happening in these matches where I was trying to get certain things to come out, and they just weren't doing it. They didn't want anything to do with me for some reason. Drop that combo. Here comes his Vegito. Now, his Vegito did overall seem a little bit better than mine. At least in terms of fundamentals and stuff. He doesn't have the optimal combos down yet, but neither do I, honestly. But, you know, his combos do a little less damage than mine, but he seems to be able to do things more consistently than I am. Taking my Vegeta to task right here. You can kind of see the stuttering every so often from the you-know-what. Get out of there with a dive kick and block this nonsense. He just pulls the Big Bang Kamehameha, or the final Kamehameha, whatever it is. See, it really didn't do that much damage to have used a whole bar of meter. Now, I know I have sparking going, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem worth it to me to use up a bar of meter. Now, there I went for that cheeky final flash that I do sometimes where I just pull out the final flash with Vegeta. He was too smart for it, though. It didn't work on him. Now, that was a drop because of the lag. I'll just say it. That right there was because of the lag. There were certain things I just could not get to work because the delay, if you watch up at top, goes up to 6-7 frames sometimes. At the most critical moments, it feels like. There it goes right there. That might have affected him poorly. I don't know. That didn't really seem like what he wanted to do either, but the lag might be affecting him too. Overall, a relatively frustrating experience was that match. I'll just kind of spoil it from here. I didn't go the full 3 out of 5 with this guy, only because I decided early on after this match I was going to go 2 out of 3 with him, win or lose, because I wanted to give him a set, but I just couldn't imagine myself playing through this lag for much longer. It was just so obnoxious. There we go. Get him with the Vegito. Get him into the corner here. Something I need to start doing a little more often, I think. I've been debating on whether I should stop ending my supers with, or my combos with a level 1 super and instead spin that meter on Vanish and then using the command grab to get them in the corner and continue my pressure, like this. This seems like a better option, if I'm honest, because it puts me in an Oki situation against him. And I think that's better than just getting off a tiny extra bit amount of damage for the same meter. I think the pressure opportunity is definitely worth the meter more than just getting tiniest little bit of extra damage. You know, if it was more extra damage, then I could see wanting to do it, but it doesn't seem like enough to warrant using the meter. Because you see, against this guy I'm doing much better, and it's because I'm using that command throw to put myself in situations where I can pressure him on wake up. And make him guess what I'm going to do. Now he has an opportunity to take Vegito out. I don't remember if he does. Yes, he does. Now that's another thing. Good players, they just jump over my Kamehameha waves at the start of rounds. It's not a bad idea. Instant air dash toward Goku at the beginning of a round. If your opponent seems to like to just Kamehameha when he comes out, because I like to Kamehameha when I come out. And if they instant air dash to me, then they'll get me most of the time. Got the switch in. Trying to put some pressure on him here. Trying to make him feel a little uncomfortable at least. We're basically dead even right now. Maybe I have a little bit of an advantage, or did, before all this combo happened. Now if I was smart, I would take the opportunity to switch Vegeta out and get all that blue health back. But instead I stayed in for some reason, and I'm going to lose Vegeta as a result. Not a great decision on my part. But I've got my Goku with sparking, and if there's one thing that I've proved on ranked, it's that Goku can make a comeback when he's got sparking on. Merge Zamasu sounds so funny to me, by the way. Praise me! Praise me! Also, can we just acknowledge how savage Goku is in that moment? When he does the Kamehameha wave, sometimes he says, "I'll make sure I visit your grave." That's pretty savage for Goku. Almost out of character. Maybe not though, I don't know. So I get that one. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm feeling myself. I'm like, okay, it's laggy as all get out, and this guy seems like he probably is better than me overall. But look at this crap. It gives me 225 battle points. I guess because the game is like, well, if it was a fluke, I don't want to reward you too much for it, but come on. 225? That's crazy. That's like nothing. Meanwhile, for him winning against me, it gives him over 1,000 points each time he beats me. You know, it seems weird. I feel like a player who is ranked lower should get rewarded more for beating a top player. Even if it was just one out of the set. They should still get some good points for that, in my opinion. So he covers himself well with the assist there. You saw Goku try to come in and get blasted to the other side of the screen by the Goku Black assist. I'm having a hard time confirming those down M's, those two M's, in this lag. I have a hard time converting them anyway, confirming into a combo from those. Something that I've really been trying to work on, specifically. But in this lag, you can kind of forget about it. I'm just really going to have a hard time doing it. So right now I'm just trying to play defense, and I'm trying to look for my opening. I'm not really sure where your opening is against Goku Black, to be honest. But let me get Goku in here to try to get some of that health back with Vegito, because he almost died just then. I was actually really surprised at the time he didn't go down. But he gets Goku. He's pretty much whooping me at this point. He's doing me in right now. That's for sure. Down goes my Vegito. My swaggy Vegito in his red costume. I think that looks pretty cool. You see that 9-frame delay there? It looked like my video stuttered, but actually it was the game. It was the actual footage from the game. Ooh, man. Looking great. I'm just getting slaughtered. I'm not going to say as a result, because I legitimately think this guy might just be better than me. But I outplayed him. Like, I legitimately outplayed him in the last game and got basically not rewarded for it at all, which was really frustrating. But then in this game, he outplayed me for sure, but the lag just made it really unfun to play. So I decided at this point, I was like, okay, I'm clearly going to lose. I'd kind of phoned it in at this point. I got my sparking going. I'm thinking, you know, there's potential I might make a Vegeta comeback. I've done it before, but not against a player this competent. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, when this game is over, I'm just going to call it with this guy. And so about this point, that's what I was thinking, and about this point I'm thinking, okay, well, actually maybe I can get this going with Vegeta. It's going to take some work. I'm going to have to do everything exactly right in order to get it to work, but could be possible. And then my sparking disappears, and it was at that point I realized I was destroyed. So good game to my opponent, Dummy Knight 24. Good job, man. But at that point I was like, no, I can't really deal with this lag anymore. Even the windscreen is lagging out on me, so I decided to move on to a new opponent. Cornbread Earl. Somebody who finally sounds more country than I do. So start off pretty strong here. So you see me getting this combo to work. So like I said, I'm thinking about ending that combo. That allowed me to DHC into Goku, which was fine. That's what I wanted to do. But I'm thinking about ending that combo instead of with the super, you know, ending with a vanish into his command throw and getting the setup off of it. But I'm going to have to play around with that some more. Now here, I'm not really sure why I made the decision to do that. I guess just for the extra damage, but I ended up losing the corner as a result. So, I've seen people use that combo, but it seems like typically the usage for it is to make sure that you kill, to make sure that you get rid of a character by doing the extra damage. I wasn't really in a situation to do that, but I did it anyway, and so I ended up losing the corner. But, you know, maybe it was an okay decision, I'm not sure. I did do quite a bit of damage. Now he's got me in the corner here. He used 2 bars to do that. I'm not sure about that decision, if I agree with that. Because the thing about Vegeta's level 1 super, those of you who have already looked up information, if you watch, he can't Oki because his recovery is so long. it takes him a long time to stand up after he does his superhero landing, like Deadpool calls it. That it makes it, you know, it makes it difficult for him to pressure you when you're trying to wake up. It's pretty easy to get out of it. So really the only reason to do it would be for extra damage, and I just don't know that it does enough to constitute doing it. So we get the merged Zamasu in here. It's got a sparking going. That's something I keep doing. I keep trying to press buttons after Super Dash when they have sparking activated. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. They have the ability to continue pressing buttons after they Super Dash. They will hit you out of your buttons. They just will. I forget that all the time. At this point, we have a really cool canonical battle going on with the Zamasu versus Vegito Blue. I think that's pretty cool. I discovered in that moment you can just hit him out of those. Seems obvious now, like obviously you should be able to. I was really trying to get the switch there. I remember I was trying to get Vegeta in there, and it just wouldn't work. For some reason I was pressing the button, I was mashing the button to get him in there, and Vegito just kind of stood there like a moron, if you saw that, and then got killed for his trouble. So now he tried to do the same thing. He blocked the Super Dash and tried to press buttons, and as a result I got a combo on him while in sparking, and that was enough to finish him off. So we're going to keep the set going, because lately I've been getting really good sports. I haven't been getting barely anybody who has, I don't know if I've been getting anybody at all who has just been leaving after one game, you know, or rage quitting for that matter. So I got him all the way to the corner. It's a blue combo, so it wasn't real at some point. He could have teched out at some point. I throw him out of the corner like a dummy, but then I'm kicking him back into the other corner. So Vegito is unbelievable at corner carrying. It's nuts. You saw that? I threw him out of one corner and then immediately pressured him into the other corner and was doing a corner combo immediately after throwing him out of the other corner. That's crazy. That's crazy how good that is. Vegito might be on my main team. I might find a place for him. He could have teched there, but he didn't. Remember, guys, that's your daily reminder to keep that finger on the like button and tech out of Unreal combos. By Unreal, I don't mean awesome. I mean they're literally not real. If it's orange and red letters, or not letters and numbers, then it was real. If it's blue, like you just saw, it means it wasn't real. You could have teched out of it. I'll be sure to visit your grave. That's what he says. That's so crazy. That's so savage. I love it. And then he says, "Ew, a Saiyan." What a jerk. I think that's what he says at least. Ew, a Saiyan. I'll show him ew. My name is Drew. I'm Dr. Ew. That was stupid. I'm sorry. That level 3 by Zamasu is pretty cool. Praise me! I just get him with the raw level 3. I'm really cheeky with those. As I get against better opponents and as I rise up in the ranks, I'm going to have to get out of the habit of doing that because I know I'm going to get punished for it. Again, I didn't tech out of that one this time. So now I'm punishing for that. Or I'm being punished for that, rather. There you go. So I mixed him up there. He didn't know what was going on. So we got 2 in a row. We're 2-0 against him. And we got the rank up to Frieza Clan. Got the rank up to Frieza Clan. So I'm pretty dang close to Super Saiyan already. It's been about 3 days of ranked matches. Maybe about an hour or two a day. And I'm already almost at Super Saiyan rank. So practice pays off, guys. Practice pays off. I dropped it there. That combo is not super easy to drop. You'll hit it more often than not. It seems like every so often there's just a small little gap that causes you to miss it. So I just finish him off with a nice little jump cancel combo. Really basic stuff. Didn't try to get fancy because he had so little health. And I just wanted him out of there. With the guard cancel. Guard cancel, in my opinion, is not that strong. I don't know. It doesn't really seem to work for me most of the time. They either block it and punish it, or it just like, I don't know. That's really usually what happens. And it's crazy to me that it sometimes seems like it's not safe. It should be safe, right? I mean, it's a defensive option. Maybe not. I don't know. So I just kept the pressure on him there. He didn't want to block for his life, so, you know, if you're not going to block, then I'm just going to keep throwing moves out. Generally, if your opponent doesn't want to block anything you're doing, just keep doing it. Beat him up. Teach him to block. Teach him to tech out of stuff. Help him figure it out. You know, you don't have to think poorly of people. Just, you know, they're trying to get better. They're trying to improve just like I am. And, you know, when somebody shows me, hey, I need to maybe block my feet, or I need to protect my feet, or protect my head, or whatever, then I'll start doing it more. That's part of learning. That's part of the process of getting better. So I'm putting the pressure on. I'm really trying to get him out of here. He's out of his sparking now. I really tried to get him in as many combos as I could while he was still in sparking. But this is going to be it. And I finish him off with the super. So good games, Cornbread Earl. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're enjoying this content. We will see you all again. Y'all stay nasty.